This video, we're going to discuss several different ways to embed Excel data into Word. Now, let's go ahead and use this scenario. Let's assume that we're working on a report, a sales forecast report in Microsoft Word, and we already have the data in Excel. And our supervisor has told us, okay, I just want you to bring that data in from Excel. I don't want you to recreate it in Word. So I'm going to show you several different ways to do this, and there are some advantages and disadvantages of each. Then we'll talk about perhaps which is the best way depending on what you're actually doing. So let's start with a beginning document here. I have a Proto sales forecast. I have my first quarter results. And so here I'm referring to the numbers. Here are the first quarter sales results. You can see that we're doing well. Well, I happen to already have a worksheet in Excel that has the first quarter produce sales. So now I want to embed this information into Word. Well, the first thing I need to do, of course, is select the data that I want to bring in. And so I've done that by just clicking and dragging. The next step is to go ahead and choose copy, which puts it into the clipboard. Now I'll go ahead and minimize this and go back to the Word document. I'll move down to where I want the Excel data to be placed. And now the first thing I'm probably tempted to do, you're probably tempted to do as well, is just click paste. Well, let's just see what happens when we do. Okay, I've got the data. Now, you don't have to be too observant to realize it doesn't look exactly the same as it did in Excel. That's one of the disadvantages of bringing it in with just the normal paste command. However, there are some advantages as well. What's happened here is Word has created a table out of that information. So I could actually treat this as if it were a table. I can select the table. I could add, if I wanted to, some in the table design here. I could go ahead and change the design of the table, the layout. I can change the column width, and I can select and I can insert everything just like I could in a regular Microsoft Word table, because that's what it is. Now, that is great if you actually want this to be part of your document. I'll have to move quite a bit of the rows, the column width here to actually make it look semi-decent here. A lot of formatting goes into having to do this here. Okay, well, you can see that's probably not really what you wanted to do if you wanted it to look the same way. Now, again, I could spend my time in Word and I could add my enhancing and I could add some shading. But remember, the boss said, hey, get this quickly done because you already have the data in Excel. So our first method was simply using the copy and paste. Now let's go ahead and explore some other methods here. Okay, one of the other methods is to go into Paste and choose Paste Special. Now, when I bring up the Paste Special dialog box, I have lots of choices here. I have an Excel object, which we're going to discuss here in a minute, but I'm going to start with bitmap. And bitmap is a picture format. So I'm going to go ahead and click on bitmap and click OK. And now it embeds it as a picture. This is actually an image. The disadvantage of this is there's no editing ability. I can't go in here and change the numbers, which I could if I just used the regular paste and it came in as a table. There are some other advantages though. I can change the size very easily by just clicking and dragging. I could also change the wrapping style, which I can with other images as well. If I change this to square, and I can actually move it up here. Okay, so that was Paste Special as a bitmap. That has some advantages and some disadvantages. Remember that when you do that, though, there is no link between the Excel file. There isn't a link with the first option either, but I can't go in here and edit. I'm stuck with just static information here. All right, let's go ahead and try another way. Now, another way to bring in Excel data is to use Paste Special, but to bring it in as an Excel worksheet. I'll go ahead and choose Microsoft Excel Worksheet. I'll click OK. All right, it looks somewhat like a picture. In fact, I can treat it as if it's a picture. I've got to get it set up here, but I can go ahead and click and drag and change the size of it. I don't have the wrapping style available as I do with a regular image, so that's one disadvantage here. But the big advantage of bringing it in as an Excel object is if I need to change one of these values, I can just double click. And when I double click, it actually starts Excel for me here. Now in Excel, I could go ahead and change this to a different value. Notice I have my rows and my columns. I also have all of the Excel formatting available to me. The Excel commands will pop up here. When I'm done making my changes, I can just click outside of it, and now my worksheet has updated. The disadvantage, though, of just bringing it in as an object, which again, it might work for what you want it to have done this time, is that there is no link between this and the original file. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this again. And this time I'm going to choose Paste Special. I'm going to choose Excel worksheet object, but I'm going to choose the paste link option. And what that does is it actually creates a link between the Word document and the Excel document. Then if I make a change in the Excel document and then later open up the Word document, and you'll see that here as I illustrate that, it's actually going to ask me, do you want to update the links? And if I answer yes, which of course I will, then whatever changes I've made in Excel will show up in the Word document. Well, let's go ahead and see how this actually works here. All right, so nothing really appears to have changed in this case, but I'm going to go ahead and save this file, and I'm going to close it. I'm going to go back to Excel. I'm going to make a big change here. Instead of 5,50, I'm going to make it 5,500. So my total is now 5,000 more than it was before. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and I'll go ahead and close it as well. And I'm going to go ahead and go back into Word, and I'm going to open up that document that I just created, the produce sales report. And now it says this document contains a link to another file. Now there is a security risk. It's telling me that. It says, are you sure that you want to update this document with the data from the link file? Well, yes, I do. So I'll go ahead and answer yes. And as soon as I do that, notice that it does reflect the change. Now, if I double click in here, here's the other cool thing. It actually takes me to Excel, and it takes me to that particular file. So because I've pasted it in as a link, and as an object, the two are linked together. And whatever changes I make, essentially, even in Word, because it jumps to Excel when I double click it, as long as I save it, it'll show up in both files. And again, when you have a link file and you open that file, it asks you, do you want to update the links? And of course, the reason would always be yes, unless you had a reason not to do that. Now, just a word of caution, as I was playing around with this, I did have some issues when I was trying to do this when I was using OneDrive or another cloud storage system. I actually had to store these files both on my local drive. I researched that a little bit on the Microsoft support, and it doesn't appear to be an issue, but I have had that issue on two different systems, two entirely different computers. So just a word of caution, experiment a little bit, but if it hangs up your computer and you end up having to restart, try storing the files locally and then kind of experimenting over into different cloud storage units. Okay, so that explains several different ways to copy and paste from Excel into Word. Hopefully you found this helpful. You can find step-by-step instructions on my website, luthermaddy.com. If you like this video, please consider liking it and also consider subscribing and watch out for some additional videos. Thank you very much for watching.